what we need to do is essentially have one of these, but for the video. And I think it's going to be more complicated, I think. I actually don't know if that's true. And I don't know what happens if you put in, so FFmpeg can take in, is it formats? I don't think it's formats. Protocols? Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. It's the streaming one Twitch uses. It's RTMP maybe? RTMP, yeah, real-time messaging protocol. I don't know what happens if you do something like this. So currently what we're doing, I don't know where we do that. I don't think it's here. This is too late. It's up here somewhere. Find coda note, too late. Yeah. No. What? Don't we give it something? Oh no, this is a probe. No, not this. Pipe audio. Yeah. And then we use the URL. Here we go. Guess the format for the URL. Couldn't find a matching muxa for S. Yeah. Muxa. Oh yeah, because this is for the output. Right, this is not for the input at all. This is for the output. But yeah, what happens when you use RTMP? What does it actually, like, what is the output format? I presume, I don't know if this is true, but I presume with RTMP, you're still sending, maybe not. I was going to say you're still sending a file header, but maybe you are just sending a stream. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I don't know how that works. So it still has a format. Oh, I presume this is the one you actually want. Yeah, interesting. Formats. But it's used to demux them. So you may not have to force format. If you give an RTMP, it may actually guess the format as RTMP or FLV. That's interesting. Okay, it looks like that may actually just work, maybe. I mean, nothing's ever easy, so it won't, but, like, wouldn't it be nice? And other stuff, thanks me. Yeah, so the next big thing we need to do is all that stuff. Buffer video. And the question is, how? So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to do basically the same thing. We're going to need to set up a format context. But we may have to make our packets ourselves, because when we're getting the audio packets, we're not actually reading them from the device. We're just getting FFmpeg to do it. But part of why I wanted to make this program is to change, I guess, how FFmpeg processes X11 desktop capture, which we'll eventually get around to. So if we look at process audio input, we essentially just read the frame using FFmpeg. So it's pretty easy. Once you have a frame, you can just, excuse me, send the packet to the codec, get a frame back from it, and then you just loop through the frame. Oh no, that's to do some processing. Where is it? But then then you just send the frame into the output codec. Alright, so you got the audio outputs, which I think I remember commenting at the time, using AO and AI is definitely never going to lead to any errors. But yeah, you basically just get the frame from the input codec and just plug it into the output codec. But this part we won't be able to do because we're generating the raw bits ourselves. So I guess what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to set up a codec. We may set up an input codec. I think we should be able to, we should be able to handle this okay. So I think we'll just need to set up an input codec that accepts the format that we're going to give it, which, man, I was ambitious. I was ready to start working on it already. I'm not convinced because I think it might. Well, we'll start here. Because we want to decode. Yeah, but we don't have packets. So I think we want to tmuxa, but the thing is I don't really want to do it like that. We will see. Yeah, that's the thing. We don't really want to do that. Probe input buffer is interesting. We need an IO context though. Probe a byte stream. Oh, interesting. Find best stream. Because the thing I'm wondering is how easy it is to make one of these ourselves. Oh, okay. We'll put that in now. Oh. Oh, I see. Fair enough. Yeah, I wonder if I can just iterate over all of them and use that to create a context. It cannot be allocated on the stack. Okay. Yeah. And then we have to set all the stuff ourselves. I mean, that sounds lame. Well, we can probably do that. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, it clearly wants to read a file. Because this sounds like an absolute nightmare to do manually. Like, look how much shit there is in here. Like, what do you expect me to do with that? Because it really is file based. And, like, I could just write it to a pipe. Like, that's an option. Kind of don't want to do that. Like, the thing I wonder, because I don't really need. No, I do actually need a decoder. I don't need a demuxer, though, that's the thing. I have one stream, and there's no information about about like timestamps. There's no compression. That, like, I don't need. Actually, that would decompression would still be decoding, but like, I don't need it to be demuxed. I just need it to be decoded. To give the decoder raw compressed data in an AV packet. Yeah, I mean, like, I think I should be able to just do this, right? Oh. This is a frame. So you've got data, a whole bunch of information. You got the PTS as well. Cringe. We may actually have to do time before we do this. Like, FFmpeg's a cool piece of software, but every time I have to use it, such a pain. But hey, when it works, fantastic. It's just getting it to work. And the annoying part is, like, the more you look into it, the more it, like, every part of this machine kind of makes sense. Like, it's kind of, it's put together in a way that makes sense. It's sensible. Which is highly annoying because the end product is close to nonsense. Yeah, I think it's easier to send packets. So it might be easier to create a packet manually. Although I need a codec context. Yeah. What's in a packet?